We're following Alice down the rabbit hole with the Stanley Park Ghost Train today on the Express. I love Halloween. On today's show,
Off with your head!
Alice in Nightmare Land and the Stanley Park Ghost Train.
It's fun. I loved it all. It was awesome.
Burnaby's very own Hollywood stunt guy.
When you come, you receive your normal hamper as well as all of the nutrition that you need for your little one.
The Surrey Food Bank's Tiny Bundles program.
We think of starting life and starting it the right way.
Where's the light coming from?
Art therapy at the Vancouver Community Living Society.
Now it has expression.
From the Queen to you if you're hit.
See that and more local expression.
I'm still shaking.
It's Halloween week on the Express, and today we're taking part in a Vancouver tradition, the Stanley Park Ghost Train. Now, to prepare ourselves for this artsy and exciting ride, the first story showcases the thrills of a stuntman who does his tricks of the trade on the two wheels, or sometimes one, of a motorcycle.
Mastering creative ways to ride has become his day job.
I just love being on two wheels. I like the speed aspect of it.
But an affinity for fast isn't his only trademark. Uki Certic is part of a small handful of performers making a living out of the seemingly impossible.
I've done wheelies on the bridge. I crashed a bike. I did explosions.
Risking his life has been good to him.
Stunt work pays very well, very, very well. Because it's very dangerous. You can die, you can break bones. You bash your gas tank in to get the perfect shape you want.
And ever the consummate daredevil, the 28-year-old Burnaby native is constantly looking to push the boundaries.
You put surfboard, turf it's called, for a grip. So when I'm sitting on my gas tank and I'm doing wheelies, I'm not slipping up or down, left or right. My elbow blew up like a baseball once, and I didn't even know I kept riding.
Amazingly, in 3 years of performing, he hasn't had what he would consider any major injuries.
There's no fear or emotion, there's only a nervousness. But first wheelie you do, it's over. You totally forget about it. You're in the zone, there's no crowd, there's nothing.
At 16, while most are getting into their first used cars, Uki was defacing asphalt on his very first Kawasaki.
I went to park in this stunt spot in Richmond just with some friends out of the blue, and then I met some guys who were just like on a pro level riding super slow wheelies, high speed, long stoppies, which is when you bring it up on the front wheel.
In 2007, he was hooked and was a quick study.
Anything I love and I'm passionate about, I pick up, and I was riding like 5 days a week.
He funded his addiction by doing extra work in film and television.
One day I was on set and there was a guy doing stunts on a motorcycle, and I said, hey, I can do that. I do that in my sleep.
He put out the offer and work quickly followed.
It's too busy even. I'm working probably 5 days a week.
He's worked on Hollywood blockbusters like The A-Team and even Tron, and recently doubled for the lead in Guido Superstar, shot right here in Vancouver.
Production value, first and foremost, is very, pivotal. So you got to have the elements. Nice cars, good-looking people, homes, the pool, and of course, the motorcycles. With, a crazy guy doing motorcycle stunts, it just helps. So production value is what Uki brings in this respect.
And in an industry characterized by feast or famine, he's been pretty full as of late. There's very few that can stomach the type of work he does. In Burnaby, I'm Peter Kim for The Express.
Uki is co-founder of West Coast Freestyle, which is a group that puts on their jaw-dropping shows for local charities. Now hold on to your hats, or really in this case your heads, because we have a whole different kind of jaw-dropping show for you. It's Alice in Nightmare Land on the Stanley Park Ghost Train.
Actually, a friend of mine, my neighbor, suggested the theme. And at first I thought, oh, Alice in Wonderland, it's like so in the media right now, it might be a bit too much. but then I thought of doing it in the style of sort of German expressionism. So, you know, black and white palette, sharp angles and weird perspectives, and it's quite stark. We thought it would work really well in the woods, and I think it does. It gives it kind of this twisted perspective.
Have you dared to come here without an invitation?
I just thought you...
Off with your head!
Oh my
I'm not kidding!
I just don't understand why you're so angry. Like, what did I do to you?
You're not allowed to be here without an invitation.
I'm a gate crasher. But I'm friends with Alice.
Alice and I are very good friends ourselves.
It's not really scary, like creepy, bloody scary. It's more like wacky and weird and funny scary.
Somebody from the Queen to do with your head.
There's some pop-out characters that startle the audience a few times, but for the most part, it's more artistic than kind of gory.
Oh, what a cute baby. Hi, baby.
It's my baby. My baby. It's a pig. It's a pig. It's a baby. Come to see my baby. It's a pig.
I'm actually speechless right now.
Happy Halloween.
Alice in Nightmareland on the Stanley Park Ghost Train. Pretty awesome from a performance perspective, and later we're going to find out what today's Ghost Train riders thought. But right now we're off to Surrey, where I imagine Halloween is the last thing on the minds of these two single moms. It's pretty hard to have time to play when you have to think about where your next meal is coming from, especially when it's a meal you're putting into a baby bottle.
Hold this.
It's another busy day for Maria Hernandez.
Let's go.
She and her neighbor Nikki are off to the food bank for their weekly hamper, plus their tiny bundles package from the Surrey Food Bank.
When you come, you receive your normal hamper as well as all of the nutrition that you need for your little one. If you're nursing or you're pregnant, we'll give you milk and eggs as well as your other hamper items. If you are not nursing and your baby needs formula, you'll get a full supply, a full week of formula for your little one.
You get formula, diapers, food, cereal, wipes, bread.
And I'm on income assistance now, it's just you can't afford that week to week because you do one big grocery shop and you don't know if it's going to last.
Tiny Bundles helps between 130 and 180 babies and their families at any given time. Families with newborns get a gift pack when they start the program and continued support until baby turns 1.
Lots of mothers that we don't have that enough support and we don't have the school or whatever, and so it is very good. It's a really, really good program. I come every week. I never miss it.
And while they are supported by food bank donors, Tiny Bundles is an expensive program.
We're spending about $120,000 a year just to make sure that we always have formula on our shelf. It's been proven that if a child doesn't receive the adequate nutrition that they need, they will grow up, have difficulty learning in school. They'll be compromised with health issues, growth may be stunted. We don't think of feeding babies, we think of starting life and starting it the right way.
I think that's carrots, peas.
Garden vegetables.
I'm Erin Shaw in Surrey for The Express.
See, this is what I do. I just pack it. I have formula everywhere.
When kids are between the ages of 1 and 2, they move on to the Toddler Totes program, where they get special hampers with snacks and recipe ideas for the parents, of course, along with information on community services. And we are really all about community on The Express. And you want to stay with us because we have your insider's look at 2 creative communities coming up. After the break,
Now it has expression.
art therapy at the Vancouver Community Living Society.
Where's the light coming from?
Halloween-inspired family fun in Stanley Park.
Off with your head!
You're watching local TV on The Express.
You have to